Saturday, I guess it was a reality check for George Pickens because we saw him on the field with Diontae Johnson and Chase Claypool. Dave's saying no. All right, I guess I'll make the case. Just that he's got somewhat of a meteoric rise. The draft we did on Friday with the listeners, he went, I think, in round 7, Jamie, round 8.
It was either 6 and 7. The same manager took Pierce and Pickens, so it was either 6 and 7 or 7 and 8.
I think it was Pierce then Pickens, and right. So let's say he went in round 7. I don't expect that to be the case, but he was overshadowed by Diontae Johnson and Chase Claypool, and the week before those guys didn't play, and that's when Pickens broke out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, David.
No. I think I don't want to say he's not going to be a significant contributor, and he should still be going ahead of Chase Claypool. But you saw, I think, what they have in mind for Chase Claypool, and Pro Football Focus brought this up, that he played his best season. Obviously, was 2020. He played over 20% of the snaps from the slot, and in this game against the Jaguars, 16 of his snaps, 14 of them were in the slot. And you saw the one play, where he, had the crossing route to go outside with, I think it was Diontae Johnson, might have been Pickens, and he made the catch down the field. Big slot receivers that can move like him are going to be fun, So I wouldn't forget about Chase Claypool. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be drafting Pickens first, but Diontae Johnson was a winner. If Kenny Pickett starts, that's going to be fun. Should have had a touchdown. Call back on a holding penalty. It was actually double penalties.
Offsetting.
There was an offsides by Jacksonville, but he had the 17-yard catch on the same drive, and it's like to overlook Diontae Johnson at this point, silly.
Agreed.
Well, what does that mean? Overlooking him? And Dave specifically, I mean, you have him as a bust, or you had him anyway.
Yeah, he's not anymore. Well, the reasons why I was worried about him was target volume, which is still a worry. I don't believe he's going to dominate targets like he did in the preseason game. But I was worried about efficiency. I was worried about the quarterback play. I'm significantly less worried about both after what I saw in Pittsburgh 2 weekends ago and in the game against Jacksonville on whenever it was, Friday, Saturday. He looks good. He looks fresh. I think his efficiency could actually get boosted. And it almost feels like, Ben Roethlisberger was a big problem in a way for Diontae Johnson. Like Diontae got his numbers, but he wasn't very efficient because Roethlisberger wasn't necessarily efficient. Now he's got two quarterbacks there. I'm not putting Kenny Pickett in the Hall of Fame and Mitchell Trubisky. He seems a little better than he was in Chicago, but I'm not ready to say that he's going to be, a huge difference maker, but they're adept at getting the ball to their targets in the offense. And I think Diontae is going to get open a lot. I think the Steelers have a lot of talent on the field. It's going to help them. And if those guys can deliver to Diontae Johnson and he stops slipping all over the field and not dropping passes, he had a ball that went off his hands in the game against Jacksonville. I think he could be good. I moved him into the round 4 range. I'm hoping that's not too late to get him. Whereas in the last 7 months, I wasn't drafting Diontae Johnson at all. Now I've seen enough to go, okay, he's got a shot to be not, I don't know about 90 catches, but he might get 12, 13 yards a catch on 75 catches and do really well for people.